Pretty sure you guys are here. This thing takes a couple seconds to hook up. It's funny. All right, guys, we're live, and I had to pause it over there so we don't get in a weirdo death loop of sound. So, appreciate you guys being here. This is my second week / first full week of doing a Monday through Friday live show here on my YouTube channel. And my point in doing that is because I want to be where you guys are. As a good medevac pilot, wherever you guys are on the battlefield, popping red smoke, I want to come down there and get you and take you to a higher level of care. So that's why I'm here. I'm not here to convince you to get into the bird. You called me. Remember, you pop red smoke. I'm coming to get you. Get in the bird. Let's go. We don't have time to talk about it. We can talk about it, not even en route. We can talk about it once we land and once we're out of enemy territory, if that's even a possible thing here. And I'm going to reframe a couple of things that I just want to make sure I'm clear on. So YouTube, I'm trying to be more family friendly. That's why I got a YouTube channel, and it's not a family friendly video, of course. It's not a family friendly channel because I'm talking about veteran stuff and that kind of thing. But so don't bring your kids in the room, please. But I want to give you guys updates, family friendly updates, and I'm always going to try to push you. Always push you to Rumble, where I just did a live show there too, where I'm able to tell you guys F-bombs and all that kind of stuff, and so now I have to calm down a little bit more on my wording, but my passion just changes, and I just use different words because I'm just trying to be where you guys are. And like I told the last group that I'm a very different kind of guy where only 10% of us think this way. Apparently, that I want to know there's what I want and how do I get it. There's most of you guys out there who are, what don't I have and who do I blame? And the reason why, I'm going to start off with the Dan Bongino line that I don't think he meant to say it this way, but it actually works out in my brain, and I hope this helps because I never want to provide a problem for you guys and not give you a solution. So, and by the way, I do have a stack day with clients and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to be right on time for this. I can't go over. So Bongino said something to the effect of that our government's broken, and now that we're in charge, we need to break it more so that we can fix it and set it right. Same thing with the VA money system. The VA money system is broken, and if it had been done the right way from when it was created, and if the VA money people had just said, "Hey, little buddy, we're just going to guide you through your life. We're not going to tell you no. We're going to tell you how to maximize this." I hate to use the word benefit because the word benefit is so dumbed down, but there are amazing benefits out there. But the government doesn't want you to know that because they don't want you to have your money in your pocket and spend it because they want their money in their pocket, and so they can spend it. Believe me, I don't care. Go check your bank account. I know when payday is. I know what I get. I know what you're supposed to get. You're not getting it. That's why I want to grab as many, I was going to say like soldiers and troopers. I want to grab as many of you from as young as possible and move you through this and actually guide you, because the government was supposed to, but they don't. And because the government doesn't care. The government doesn't care enough to help you. And I'm reframing some stuff too. I legit would just move this over here. So if anything falls while I'm talking to you guys, know that I just did some new renovations here purposely, because number one thing is, guys, I want you to go to my website. You have to help me help you. 135,000 of you every single month are popping red smoke. This has been confirmed by 3 marketing agencies who have the technology who've told me this. I spoke with a veterans rights attorney just yesterday, so I got a quick update. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys on that. So I want to make sure I'm giving you that today. And just every day, guys, do something. Every day, do something. And the reason why I'm here on this video, I just want to clarify. There's reasons why I'm not here on these live shows. I'm not here to. I know a guy was in here yesterday asking questions. I'm glad you guys are coming here and asking questions. However, that's not what this is. I have a format that does that. I have a once a month meeting, so I want to push you to my calendar. That's what I ended up telling him, because he kept asking questions, which were good questions, but that's not what this is. This is a update brief, not a question and answer. Because if somebody comes into a house, or somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, I want to be fulfilled," and just sits there, you go, you instantly have a million questions. So when somebody says, 1931, I'm like, what does that mean? Is something supposed to have happened from 1931, or is there 1300 and whatever 1931 pages in something that I'm supposed to know about? I don't know what he meant. So I think both of us were confused, and I just said, hey, you know what? I appreciate that. Here's the place that you need to be. Go to my website. There's an events calendar on my website that tells you that here's when I do live on Rumble. Here's where I do live stuff for YouTube. Here's where I do other stuff, podcasts, all that kind of jazz. But also, here's where I host a meeting where you can talk to me like you're asking questions. And I host a money briefing every month. I do it once a month. Continue to do it once a month till we need more time. But I know 135,000 of you guys are out there popping red smoke. I know it. You now know it. The government knows it. Here's the thing. The government doesn't care to come get you off the battlefield right now with this situation. And I'm telling you about your money. If they did, your money would be in your pocket already, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. So I moved this for a purpose, because I want to remind you guys that number one thing is go to my website so I can help you. And this is not the number one. I want it to be help me get every last one of you off the battlefield. Can't leave one of our buddies out there. Right now, you guys are popping red smoke. You're asking me, in essence, for help, but you don't even know it. When you pop red smoke, or when you type something out on Google, you're popping that red smoke above your head, and you don't know that you did it. But I do, and the government does, and marketing agencies and other tech people can see it. I see it. You want my help. You need my help. You're hurting. You're on the battlefield of life. I'm coming to get you, but you got to go to my website first and get all your buddies, your family members, your church members, your coffee groups, your big business, everything in between. Because 135,000 of you are actively looking for me every single month. You're falling into four categories here, four that I know of thus far. You are lost. You're alone. You don't know what your next step is, and you don't know who to turn to. That is not good. And I say a family-friendly version here, screwed. Go to my website. I'm a for-profit where I'll walk you through the money that you've earned through your service and how to get there quickly and compliantly. And I'm going to brief you up on this too. I talked to a veterans rights attorney yesterday, and I shared with them the same thing. So like I told you guys, that my clients are now being represented by veterans rights attorneys out there. And there's at least 2 or 3 to start of these law firms who are representing my clients. We all have the same strategy. We just all have different capabilities. If the VA, for specifics here, if the VA requires 3 levels of evidence, there's administrative, which is paperwork, medical evidence, which is like doctors and stuff like this, and legal evidence. Well, I'm a consultant. I can tell you that, but I'm boxing analogy here that I use all the time. I'm outside of the ring. I will guide you. There's 135,000 of you out there. And by the way, I do not have any kind of direct connection. I'm not a shark. No matter what's out there, I'm not one of the sharks that's out there. I've already been vetted. My clients have already been vetted. And there's vetting questions. I call them checkpoints. Just like you guys. Okay, go with me on this. Are you a terrorist? I hope not. But when you go to the airport, there are checkpoints there, right? You go to the to the airport. You pull out your wallet. Give me your ID card. Hey, I'm here, Mr. Southwest person. I've got a flight today, and they have to verify stuff. That's a checkpoint. Then you go back to security, even with or without a bag. I didn't talk about bag check. Like you're checking, there's all kinds of checkpoints. And I talked to my clients about this too. You go to the actual TSA area, and everybody back there is back there. Why? TSA and security is back there since when? And why? Because actual terrorists did terrorist shit, and you're still taking your hat off and your jacket off and your dadgum fucking, oh God, I knew I was going to throw one out there. Shoes off, belts off, because you're not a terrorist, but somebody did dumb shit once and you're now paying for it. like Bongino talks about, that the process is the punishment. If you think I'm lying to you, check your bank account. I know what's supposed to be in there. You've heard me brief you on what's supposed to be in there. And although there's going to come a time to where we get to, like Bongino talked about, break down a bad system and break it so bad that we get to fix it ourselves and make it right and do it what it's supposed to do. In the meantime, guys, every day that goes by, you're not getting paid. You're missing your payday. And you have to have a team. If any enemy out there has a team, you have to have a team. I have a team. My clients have a team. Does it make it perfect and everything is so easy? No, because I'm a for-profit. I want to make money. There's a thing called abundance that we're being promised from our Heavenly Father. But He doesn't say, hey, just lay there and do nothing and everything will be okay. No. You have to get up and do something every day, guys. Do something every day. I am here talking to you in a way that is as family friendly as I can possibly be, to meet you where you are and not get kicked off YouTube. And I need you guys to, I'm only one guy. I'm on screen right now as my clients are being helped by others. 135, I know it's disgusting, guys, 135,000 of you every single month are actively popping that smoke, saying, I'm hurt. I don't know what to do. And you don't know where to go. And yes, there are a lot of sharks out there, but that doesn't mean because there are sharks out there that I'm one of them. I've already been vetted. I have contracts that say things. I've got lawyers that have already looked at this. I'm not a shark. I don't care. You can think all you want to, but I know what's in your bank account, or what should be in your bank account, and you know what's actually in there. And I know when payday is, and I know what's happening on the next payday for me. And I know what should be for you. Yourself, all your buddies, grab everybody. Get everybody off the battlefield. Can all join together at the same time. Go to my website. I'm going to talk about my book stuff today too, because I'm finishing up the final chapters. Again, this is not the book, but it's going to be like this. The first book then in my book series, the first 5 to give. First 5 F's to give yourself are things like your faith. And we're going to throw the word family in there, but we're changing it to foxhole, because you got to choose your foxhole correctly, and that's going to be the right friends and family and others. So it's other F's, finances, and it is a survival guide, hell, even a checklist at the very bottom of every single page. I'm no kidding putting the words turn the page. I'm telling you to turn the page. I know a lot of you guys out there go, Albert, I trust you, or I know that I'm not getting all my money. I need somebody to tell me what to do. So like, it sounds weird, but ROTC is one of the greatest lines out there of, when you're in charge, take charge. I'm in charge of helping you, and I will take charge of helping you. You're in charge of your life. I can't come over and wake you up every single morning. Hey, little Johnny, get up. But I can be here saying, here's where you need to be. Go to my website. I've got events calendar on there. If you need to look at my events calendar, if you need to start slow, pay yourself first. That's on my website. I'm not only guiding you, I'm walking you through. And even a guy asked me this week, last week, he said, he's an older guy, and he was a JAG guy from the Navy, and he's an Academy grad. His daughter's an Academy grad, son's Academy grad, daughter's husband's Academy grad. He was just boasting about all of it. And he said, Albert, let me ask you this. You're talking about these events that you host every week with your clients. Is that us in the room talking to your staff, or are you ever around, or what? And I said, oh, hell yeah, it's me. I'm the one. Trust me, folks, my staff and nobody, I'm going to throw this out there. None of you want to be in my shoes doing what I do. And that's okay, because I probably don't want to be in your shoes doing what you do either. Fair statement. If you think you can do what I do, come do it with me for a little bit, and I will happily, I don't know, I'll say wear you down. I'm not here to do that. I've been doing this 6 years, and I've delivered over $10 billion to you guys. Yes, 10 billion. And no, the government isn't doing it right from the beginning like they were supposed to. Dare I say, going back to good and evil only takes away from good. Or let's say evil only gains power by good giving up that power. If I were just thinking in a straight line there, you think I'm kidding. You gave up your power. I guess you'd say we all did, and we screwed up. So that was another point that I want to make to you guys today. The left and the layered politics out there, the people at the airport who say things, the checkpoints at the airport, they're still going to try to convince society that they have to exist because there's terrorists out there. Although we have not had a terror, we have post G or whatever. I want to call it post GWAT, but we've had 20 years of sharpening the sharpest, deadliest humans on Earth. And you think that jobs and stuff are what matter at the airport and of TSA? And I'm just using one example there because it is such an offense to those of us who know better, that you're telling me that TSA does something worth a shit. I guess I'll lob it back to you softball. Like, prove me wrong. I mean, I'll give you the chance to prove me wrong. I've never seen a TSA agent or agents or whatever the hell you would call those guys. Just they're the I don't say 007s out there just doing the thing, and it's so secret that nobody notices, but it's a public airport and everybody sees. That's what I'm saying. Like, there aren't movies about TSA. Oh my God, Team TSA doing the thing. So if they're not doing the thing, why are they even there? We've got so many people out there who are battle hardened, battle trained, battle tested, battle proven. Even if you didn't go to battle, a lot of people say that to me. Albert, I wasn't like you and other people out there and seeing blood and guts and all this kind of stuff. Don't talk yourself off that ledge, guys. Please don't give up your good to fit an evil model. The people who don't care, the government systems that are broken on purpose because we unfortunately gave them power to do it. And isn't that like the prisoner's dilemma? Why we are all, as veterans, supposed to trust each other. Hey, veterans only help veterans. But why? Why aren't we, is my point. If you say we do, I'm here. Come stand next to me on camera and talk to me about what you've done and what you're doing every day. And I hate to be mean like that, but my point is, I'm here all day, every day, on camera, writing freaking books and helping you guys, delivering, fulfilling you. Okay? Fulfilling. I'm pointing at this. Fulfilling. And I'm not leaving one person behind. I'm telling you that from the beginning. I'm not leaving one person behind. But right now, there's 135,000 of you every single month popping red smoke saying, Albert, come get me. But you don't even know that you're doing that. And that's the crazy thing. The government makes it that confusing because when you're confused, you instantly go into fight, flight, freeze. And unfortunately, too many of you freeze and you don't know what to do. But now you do know what to do. Get as many MF and Fers on over to my website as quickly as humanly possible. And like Bongino says to Chris on Rumble, hey, let's break the chat and break Rumble, because there's this many people out there that need help. Help me get every last guy, gal off the battlefield of VA money and get their money in their pocket. There's money right there. That's the money you guys have earned through your service. And the government should walk you through from start to finish. The VA should not have ever had the ability and the authority to tell you no to your money. They should guide you like a nice little counselor and go, hey, little buddy, you just joined basic training. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to pay a GI bill and you're going to do this. And then, but you know what? You need to know about this VA home loan thing too, because you can start out by being in charge of your own money. Imagine how awesome the world would be if even just from 1990 they did that. It would be so much better. I got to jump and talk about a different point because I got another meeting here shortly. So I talked to this veterans rights attorney yesterday, and what's gross about the broken system right now is that there's so many broken. Oh my gosh! I'm going to go back to the blue-haired rats or whatever the f. Oh, okay. Slow myself down. The government, the people who put up all these authority to say no, people who take and don't make anything, are taken out of your pocket, taken out of your livelihood. If you don't believe me, go to your bank account. There's so many of them, I'm not one of them. The veterans rights attorney I spoke with yesterday is not one of them. And we call ourselves little fish in a big pond. We are little fish in a big pond. But like my second book or third book is going to talk about, small teams equal great things. Math formula there. Small teams equal great things. Us veterans and our families and red-blooded Americans out there, not just all veterans, because I know not every person is a veteran. Not everybody out there does stuff that you do as good teachers and good firemen and stuff like that. You guys are serving your community. Those people who are good people who did a thing with the government, VA, are owed money. And we have to come together, break that system down back to even further brokenness so that we can move it forwards the right way with less government and more guidance. Limited government, more guidance. Until that happens, I got to lead every single one of you and guide every single one of you between, pardon me, this is my prop every time I have to mention this, between you and your money every single time is going to be paperwork, a packet with the government entity who has that level of money. And it's not going to be, oh, well, hey, little Johnny, here's $3 million. It doesn't work that way. It's that 3 million, just for an example, 3 million is shattered into so many different pieces and this is why the government does it that way. Because that way, the VA, let's say Voc Rehab, I know it's called VRE now, but Voc Rehab can go, not my lane, not my problem. The little clinics can say, not my lane, not my problem. I don't know about it, therefore I don't have to talk about it. I, Albert, know about all this stuff, all this money, and I still haven't gotten all mine because the VA still owes me $13,000 from 6 years ago. And I've been through layers upon layers upon layers of appeals for it. But I know a lot more than you do. And I'm not saying it to talk down to you. I know a lot more about because again, I'm this kind of guy of what do I want and what do I need to go get it? I know you guys mostly are what don't I have and who do I blame? Well, blaming, pardon me guys, blaming doesn't get you paid. Blaming doesn't get you fulfilled. This is not a circle of, hey, we've been there and done that, doesn't the government suck kind of guys. This is where's your money? Let's go get it. Let's get you fulfilled. Until we break that system down to where we can build it back up, that's what it's got to be. So I'm just telling you, I'm on the ground guiding you guys like Trevor, my book publisher, says, there's one-to-one and one-to-many. So I have ways of talking to you guys one-to-many and ways of talking to you guys one-to-one. There's 135,000 of you every month. Isn't that insane? Aren't you just, I call it tased. Didn't that, I'm trying not to cuss, guys. I'm trying not to cuss. Doesn't that tase the living ever mother effing F out of you guys? If it doesn't, I don't know. I know most of you out there are going, yeah, man, that's insane. Okay, next steps then. I'm going to point over here because that's where my website is. Guys, go to my website. Here it is. Here's my website, thefulfilledveteranproject.com. Yes, I'm a for-profit, not a.org. And I want you to help me help as many people so I can get every single last one of you off this battlefield as quickly and compliantly as humanly possible. Book stuff. My book. Oh God, gotta do this for Trevor. He says, talk about your baby all the time. I know I already talked about my book baby here. We're talking getting the book in you guys' hand in March, early March. My hand, March 1. We'll see what that does for any kind of tweaks or adjustments. But that's what he said. He said, Albert, we're going to get it in your hand March 1st. Okay. So it's coming, guys. It already went to pre-sale, number one pre-sale on Amazon. It's going to be, we strategically placed it last year in at least 2 places. So when you're looking up Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you're going to see, oh, wow, there's 5 F's I need to know about. When you look up things like military strategy and military policy, which would be like the Art of War or leadership books, stuff like that, you're going to go, wow, there's Albert's 5 F's that I need to know about. Good. That's why it's there. So it's coming, guys. Definitely coming. And I appreciate a lot of you airline pilots out there who are going, Albert, I can't wait to get this book in my hand, man. I'm going to buy a ton of them. walk around, hand them out, fling them out, buy a ton more, hand them out, fling them out, buy a ton more, keep it going. Guys, I appreciate you. Again, I got to get every one of you off the battlefield. I need you to feel the pain of this. 135,000 of you every single month are Googling for help. And I'm here. I am the only one who knows this stuff, and the only one who has a team that I wrap around you with veterans rights attorney stuff. Again, I don't have any direct connection for anybody as far as like I don't have lawyers on my payroll or doctors on my payroll or anything like that, because that's too gigantic. We're all just little fish trying to pull ourselves together and go, how do we do good things for these people? So it's impossible to have. I'm just telling you, it's a bad business model. If somebody out there is saying, well, we've got our own blah and our own blah, it's not doing it. It's not doing it. That's combat ineffective to help 135,000 veterans every single month, 20 million overall. You can't possibly take care of 20 million. I can't take care of 20 million of you guys. I'm trying. I need force multipliers. That's why I need you guys heading to my website. So go to my website and get started there. Help me help you. All right, gang. I'll see you tomorrow.